the planet's populations live in the cities, but it's not simply the population or the location makes the cities so vital. Cities are the humanity's best hope for the better future.
From amazing food, cultural attraction, a good educational system, healthcare, and economic freedom, one thing's for sure. Here in Paradise City, there will never be a dull moment. I am Lady AIRA A. CLAVIDO.
And I am Lady ZHANEL DINGLASAN.
Welcome to Lady in Tandem. Sit back, relax, and enjoy everything you need to know about this Paradise City.
The name of the city Elysian derived in a Greek mythology. Elysium, also known as Elysian Fields or Elysian Plain, was the paradise to which immortal heroes were transferred after being granted immortality by the gods.
This beautiful city is home for just 500,000 people. Elysian is considered a city of heaven or paradise because of having a low percentage of crime rate, and it assured that people of Elysian are protected by the laws being enforced. And also it is one of the world's best cities to live in, the best city to visit, and the best city to raise your family.
Let's get started to know more about Elysian. Tourism has become an important sector that has an impact on development of country's economy. Another is agriculture can have significant impact on the environment. And for that aspect, we have here Ms. NYSSAH, CHEILONE, and HAPITA, the Department Secretary of Elysian Tourism and Agricultural Development, that will help us to introduce the city of Elysian.
Hi, I am NYSSAH, CHEILONE, and HAPITA, the Secretary of Elysian Tourism and Agricultural Department. Elysian is the perfect base from which to explore the scenic coastline and hidden coves of the diverse North Island. I can say that both tourism and agriculture are vital for the success of many economies around the world. Along with this, I do believe that tourism boosts the revenue of the economy, creates thousands of jobs specifically for our people, develops the infrastructures of a country or a city, and plants a sense of cultural exchange between foreigners and citizens. In Elysian, natural landscapes are always within reach. Parks, nature reserves, public libraries, cultural houses, art galleries, historical museums, and beaches. Elysian may not have the breathtaking life of a city, but it is surrounded by beautiful places that everyone should cherish. Come with me and let us take a look at Elysian, filled with incredibly diverse attractions. Along with being a prominent feature of Elysian skyline, the Sky Tower is the tallest of its kind in the southern hemisphere. Elysian's highest natural point, Mount Eden, is a dormant volcanic cone that rises 196 meters above sea level and has an astonishing bowl-like crater with a depth of 50 meters. The Elysian Botanic Community Garden comprises 64 hectares of gorgeous blooms, foliage, and native forestry that are open for every citizen of the city and tourists as well. Lastly, take in fantastic views of the Manukau Heads and walk up 120 steps to the old wooden lighthouse on top of the Montgomery Peninsula. In Elysian, we value these attractions as if they were a gift from above. We also consider this city as heaven or paradise that should be protected, but at the same time shown to the whole wide world to keep them amazed and captivated. On the other hand, we value the agricultural sector of the city provided that we have developed a sustainable development project. Yes, which is an integrated system that focuses on meeting the present needs of food production and livelihoods without undermining the environment, economics, and social equity for the future generations. So far, we have already developed efficient, self-sufficient, and economical production systems. We also have an ordinance to preserve and protect biodiversity and territories, as well as to optimize the use of natural resources within the city. In Elysian, we value those people working in the agricultural sector because these workers work hard to provide us with food supply so that we don't need to import or rely from other cities or other countries, and to support our local farmers as well. We need to encourage farmers since they are the ones to provide safe and nutritious foods to their immediate community and the world at large. We make sure that the city has its own sustainable resources and is able to export products as well. In Elysian, we do believe that agriculture is the most helpful, most useful, and most noble employment of men.
Cheese rolls are baked fresh all day long.
Mom, this is so good. Tama ka anak, ang sarap nito. So creamy and so flaky.
Guess what, ladies? They've got something new. Ube cheese rolls.
Exclusively at Lilin Bakery and Cafe.
Kumain ka na ba?
Tayo na!
Sa Lilin! Now you can order online.
Education is a weapon for bettering one's life. It is, without a doubt, the most crucial tool for transforming one's life. It's a process that lasts a lifetime and culminates in death. Education has a significant impact to the quality on a person's life. It also creates great opportunity, providing prosperous and happy life, and creating modern society. And to tell us more about education system in Elysian, here is Ms. HARVEY FILART, the head of Elysian City Board member.
Hi, I'm HARVEY FILART, the head of the Elysian City Board of Education. So our city, Elysian, considered education as our top priority. We really love to educate our people because education is simply the soul of a society as it passes from generation to generation. So first, education empowers people and transforms lives. Second one, education fosters economic growth. And lastly, education is a foundation for a more peaceful and sustainable future. Education plays a great role in developing a country in every field. It gives people skills they need to help themselves out of poverty, or in other words, into prosperity. In order to give a good quality of education to the citizen, the city considered and adopted an ordinance entitled Education and Developmental Training Act of 2021, the Local Government Law of 2021. It is an act that aims to make education policy easier to understand, and people have a freedom to choose different paths in terms of education. This law consists of 10 articles and 41 sections. It begins with the title and coverage that discusses about the right of every individual residing in the city of Elysian in choosing the curriculum they want to excel in. It also tackles about the education system, its community, its objectives, the right of every individual, their duties and obligations as a student, as a professor, as a parent, and also as the school administrator. Also, the school funding and finance are included, the establishments of the school, and lastly, the school assistance that will offer to the deserving students of Elysian. In Elysian, everyone is not taking the same curriculum. In your early years, you can find your passion and hobbies. After that, you'll just study your chosen path, and with that, everyone excelling in their own ways. Along with this, humanities and arts courses are valued just like the medical and engineering courses. Everyone excelling in their own ways, because in our city, Elysian, everyone is receiving the same opportunity when it comes to learning and job availability. In line with this, the city highlighted the following in the sector of education. The first one is every student has its own decision for their specialized subjects to know more about themselves and as well as their capability. The second one is the curriculum of elementary education is just the same. However, the curriculum of the secondary education is different to enhance the ability and capability of every student. And the third one is the education is free. And lastly, the quality of education among different schools is just the same. In Elysian, success don't go to you. You go to it. If you want to be successful, it's just simple. Know what you're doing, love what you're doing, and believe in what you are doing, especially academically. Because a good education is a foundation for a better future. It is the passport to the brighter future ahead of us, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today.
Let the good times roll at Pearland's Crawfish Festival. From April 10th to April 12th, at the Pearland Recreation Center grounds, 4141 Bailey Road. Enjoy delicious, spicy crawfish, a world of great food, lively music, vendors, games, carnival, and more. Come for the mud bugs, stay for the fun. Go to visitpearland.com for hours, details, and special hotel packages.
So now let's move on the economy and government. Political aspect. Elected politician has invested in a higher economic growth. Higher growth enables vote-pleasing policies such as tax cuts or more public spendings. Another important role of government have played is to help establish the sort of capital and money markets in which lenders could have confidence. And for our very special guest, let us welcome the Mayor of Elysian City, Mayor GABRIEL DAYRIT.
Good day everyone, I am GABRIEL DAYRIT, the elected Mayor of Elysian City, and I'd like to fully welcome all of you here in our town. So here in Elysian, we really value the importance of government. It is because almost all of the decisions here in our city comes to the hands of every government official. For instance, a mistake done by an official can actually put everyone's lives at risk. And with that, the previous leaders and the previous lawmakers decided to put a lot of restrictions and qualifications in every position in the government. First, not everyone is allowed to run for a government position unless the degree or experience of the official who runs is connected to the said position, which is actually stated in RA 1049 Voice of the People, Article 2, Section 4, Letter A. So the individuals shall meet the requirements of being a barangay official to be qualified in the position. For the position, he or she shall have the following qualities. First, being a resident of the barangay. Second, being in a legal age. Third, not a government employee. Fourth, graduate of tertiary education. And fifth, has the credibility to do work. It is because every city experiences different problems. And if you are not knowledgeable enough, then how would you solve and fix those problems? Probably you are thinking it is unfair for those who can't afford education. Let me explain. In this city, everyone has the opportunity to study because our education is free. They can explore their passion without thinking any financial expenditures. So there is no reason for a person not to finish his studies in this city. In continuation, if we, the leaders, made a mistake, the citizens can actually point it out on us. Everyone has the right to speak out to the problems that they can see, which was actually stated in RA 1049, Article 2, Section 3. It is for the betterment of the city, so we, the leaders, are accepting it as a positive criticism and ideas for the future development. Moving forward to our economy sector, here in Elysian, our economy is highly sustained by our agriculture and our tourism. It is because we do have a lot of tourist spots here in our city, which can actually be visited by any tourist from different parts of the world. So most of them are done because of our geographical locations. We are near bodies of water plus high quality forestry. So we are utilizing every inch of our resources, just like stated in RA 7174, People's Strengthening Nationalism and Patriotism, Article 1, Section 2. So we patronize the products and services offered within the Elysian to have a balanced and stable economy. Thus, we promote those products that were initially made by the Elysian's workers. With this setup in our city, our goods and services are less expensive and more budget-friendly compared to other cities. Lastly, one of the most important things here in our cities is about the taxes. It is depending upon your capability to produce money. So for instance, the higher the income, the higher the tax, and the lower the income, the lower the tax. So here in our city, we are promoting equity and distinguishing the idea of the rich and the poor. Only in Elysian where you can experience a heaven-like city in this world. Nice scenery, budget-friendly products, and less expensive services. So what are you waiting for? Again, I am the Mayor of Elysian City, GABRIEL DAYRIT, your host from Coast to Coast.
Our Kiwis love
Hartfuls, rugby balls, McDonald's, snapper schools, world peace, woolly fleece, Ronald and raising beasts, chili bins, cricket wins, fast skis, dog teas, silver ferns, carry trees,
Kiwi burger, love one please. Oh, and then it was like la la la, and then it had that second verse, which was like
All blacks, thermal decks, egg and cheese, walking tracks, beef patty, marching girls, tomato, lettuce, paddle shells, gum boots, ponga shoots, floppy hats, kiwi fruits, beetroot, fuzzy bees, moggy cats and cabbage trees, onions, cacapus, kioras, Cheerios, jandals, sandals, ketchup, coromandos, swan rice, butterflies, mustard, fishing flies, hokey pokey, Murray haka,
Kiwi burger, that's our tucker.
Society is the common home for everything we need from birth to death, and it is important to live a comfortable life by participating in societal works. Culture is the most important part of society. Over time, convention is so fundamental in social harmony. It becomes the law of social life throughout time. And to provide us further information about social service development, here is Mr. Jerome Dogelio, the head of Elysian Social Service Development Department.
Good day. I am Jerome Dogelio, Head of Social Services Development Department. In the city of Elysian, practicing proper values is an important part of our culture. Everyone is respectful to one another, no matter what their age and status is in the city. Elders are to be shown respect, such as in ways of pagmamano and bowing, but being older doesn't give you authority to be disrespectful to those younger than you. The same goes when it comes to apologizing. When we make a mistake, age doesn't matter. We should apologize to the person we did wrong without considering the age of both parties. And in order to have equality in our city, we do not allow VIP treatments or special treatments to our citizens. Equal rights and equal opportunities are given to every citizen in our community, regardless of their sexuality, religion, status, and race. To ensure that these are properly implemented, the government made a law entitled Republic Act 1006, Showing Respect to Other People Act of 2021. Anyone who would defy this law is made sure to be punished. And that is all. Again, I am Jerome Dogelio, Head of Social Services Development Department of Elysian. This is the famous Elysian costume for men. Worn by our people during festivals and other special occasions that is related to our city.
Elysian costumes do not have to use expensive materials to create the illusion of grandeur.
But you're the same. I can't help it. I think I'm falling for you.
Used during gatherings and other special occasions. Headdress to be worn during festivities made of native materials and yarn thread. Common materials used are the traditional salwar kameez fabric embroidered by the indigenous citizens of the Elysian. Special kind of cloth cut or designed in triangular form, designed like ginuntingan zigzag pattern. A designed fine fan called anahaw. This symbolizes faith and hope for Elysians. Color white, brown, black, and red. White stands for peace, brown for courage, black for dauntless, and red for love and respect.
The red belt symbolizes love and respect, which are the main values of Elysian citizens. The black clothing symbolizes evil, and this being on the bottom means that love and respect tramples evil.
A story of a girl who planted seeds and prayed that the wind might blow life for the seeds so that they will grow into the beautiful city.
Culture is defined as art and other manifestation of human intellectual achieved considered collectively. Culture are constantly changing and they must adapt the environmental shift. The culture is governed by norms, custom, social organization, arts, festival, and even religion.
Culture plays an important part in Elysian because every individual is giving importance to their culture and they treasure it. And to give us more information about culture, we have here Ms. Saitel JIREH Doctor, the Public Information Officer of Elysian Cultural Bureau.
Humans are the creators of culture, and at the same time, culture is what makes us human. Come to Elysian City and experience our culture. I'm SEALTHIEL JIREH Doctor, Public Information Officer of Elysian Cultural Bureau. Let me show you the culture of our city with this video. Let's go! There are various galleries and museums to show off the city, just like this cultural house of Elysian. It is a house full of interactive artworks featuring the sea since the city is located near it. In the city of Elysian, everyone is allowed to choose any dance and music depending upon their choices. Handmade crafts are valued as they were done with effort, as well as other forms of arts such as tattoos, digital paintings, traditional drawings, and some other stuff. See the beauty of Elysian and their festivals. It's the Sail Festival. They always celebrate this festival to commemorate the city as a whole since it is located near the sea. Also, there is a feast day of saints that reflects the beliefs of their religion. Every barangay has their different attack to engage the people to join them with this festival and inform the people about their religion. Elysians believe that different religion is not a power to be much better than the others. We are united even having the same religion or not. We respect every individual here. Whatever you believe, it's your decision as long as it cannot harm anyone. Protected by the law even it is part of culture. To note, Republic Act 1990. It is an act establishing the Natural Endowment Fund for Culture and the Arts and other purposes. In addition, Religion Discrimination Prevention Act. It is an act providing the public the right to choose their religion and freely express their thoughts and other members. As you notice, here, what you believe and do is what you are. Even if it's your painting, the way you sing and dance, as long as that is the way of your expression, it's an Elysian's art. This is our Elysian City's culture. Hope you'll visit our city soon. See you!
Guarda che luna, guarda che mare, da questa notte senza te dovrò restare. Folle d'amore, vorrei morire, mentre la luna di lassù mi sta a guardare. Resta soltanto tutto il rimpianto, perché ho peccato nel desiderarti tanto. Ora son solo a ricordare e vorrei poterti dire: guarda che luna, guarda che mare, ma guarda che luna, guarda che mare. In questa notte senza te vorrei morire, perché sono solo a ricordare e vorrei poterti dire: guarda che luna, guarda che mare.
Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Health is important in every aspect of our life. Good health allows us to have a good and fulfilling life filled with works, recreation, spiritually, family and friend relationship, and a positive attitude toward success.
Feeling good about yourself and taking care of your health is one of the important roles that makes your self-confidence and self-image. In Elysian, one of their priorities is every individual's health. And to enlighten us more, here is Mr. ANDREI NICOLE, CREUS, the Secretary of Elysian Health Chairpersons.
Hi, I'm ANDREI NICOLE G. CREUS, Secretary of Health Chairperson, whose people despise change. But it is essential for any developing society. The world is changing quickly, and so should the healthcare system. Proper healthcare is one of the most important concerns in the city of Elysian. First and foremost, the healthcare industry has a significant impact on both people's physical health and the economy as a whole. Second, the dedication and excellence of credentialed medical professionals is critical to the future of the healthcare system. People cannot survive without proper healthcare, so the economy relies on it. Third, increased lifespan. Technological innovations, politics, and the need for policy shifts will only occur if medical professionals have the necessary knowledge and attitude. With the intention of giving the public proper healthcare and quality of life, the City of Elysian ratified orders entitled Free Medical Healthcare in the City of Elysian, Republic Act No. 2021. This is an act that aims to establish a medical care plan for the people of Elysian and create the Elysian Medical Care Commission, prescribing the duties, powers, functions, and appropriate funding. The second is Elysian Health Insurance Act of 2021, Republic Act No. 7777. This is an act instituting a health insurance program for all citizens and establishing the Health Insurance Corporation. In the city of Elysian, we require healthcare professionals to enforce policies that will ensure the system runs smoothly. Individuals in the healthcare profession have the potential to be significantly rewarded based on the quality of services provided. The city of Elysian believes that a healthy city is a wealthy city, and we believe that the power of our health officers has the potential to make a difference in our city. In accordance with this, the city highlighted the following in the sector of health. First, provide all citizens of the Elysian with a mechanism to gain financial access to health services. 2. Create the Elysian Health Insurance Program, hereinafter referred to as the program, to serve as the means to help the people pay for healthcare services. 3. Prioritize and accelerate the provisions of health services to all citizens, especially that segment of the population we cannot afford such services. 4. Establish the Elysian Health Insurance Corporation, hereinafter referred to as the corporation that will administer the program at central and local levels. 5. The city will gradually provide total medical service for the Elysian people by adopting and implementing a comprehensive and coordinated medical care program based on accepted concepts of healthcare. And lastly, weekly checkups for the citizens of Elysian are free.
At McDonald's, you get one of these for $2.95. For 30% less cost at Georgie Pie, get a fresh-baked big steak mince and cheese pie. Prime beef, cheese and special seasonings for just $2. Come to Georgie Pie and make a meal.
The development of transportation system is embedded the scale and context in which they take place, from the local of the global and from environmental, historical, technical, and economic perspective. Transportation system take place in socio-economic context.
Mr. REIZYMER Jimenez, the Head Officer of Elysian Technology and Transportation Development, is here to share the essence of the transportation system and technological aspect we have here in Elysian.
Good day everyone, I'm REIZYMER Jimenez, the Head Officer of Transportation and Technology Department speaking. I'm here to spread some learnings about transportation and technology here in the city of Elysian. Here in Elysian, we made different routes for the vehicles to reduce traffic. That's why we made many subways. Those subways are not just for trains, but for all the vehicles here in our city. Every kind of vehicle has a different route to take to lessen some road accidents. For example there's a lane for bicycle, a car, or even trucks. Just an additional information for those who are living near the subways. All of them have their own truck which will lead them to every bus station and terminals. Another addition is that owning a car by a family has a limitation depending on the space of the garage that they have. This is implemented to lessen and have a smooth flow of traffic in every part of the city. And now I will share some information about the technology in the city of Elysian. Here in our city, we promote a free Wi-Fi everywhere for every people that they can use any time of the day. It can be used for emergency or even small chit-chats to every person that is important for them. We also implemented this to have an open communication with the town people to the person who has a position in the government. The open communication will help improve our city to become better and better each and every day. We also develop artificial intelligence for the security system of the city that will help the officers in charge in every part of the city. And that is the information about transportation and technology here in the beautiful and peaceful city of Elysian.
So there you have it! Thank you for joining us to travel and discover the delicacy of our beloved homeland.
We are honored to introduce the aesthetic of our city, share information, and give some knowledge about the beauty of Elysian.
Remember to get in touch with us and let us know if you have concern about our place. For more information and inquiry, please visit our website at www.elysian.com.
We hope that someday you all visit our hometown and enjoy the experience of Elysians.
See you and have a blessed day. Lady in Tandem is now signing off.